Hi guys, it's Gary. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to play with a new eyeshadow palette. So if you like watching first impressions of eyeshadows and brands, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to me on Twitter and Instagram, Orbiting Live, where you'll see more pictures of these looks and the products that I use. I love talking with you guys. Leave me comments, tweet me, whatever you want to do. Just get in touch with me. Follow me. I might follow you back. You never know. Anyway, I hope you guys stick around. Today we are going to be talking about Maekup Geek's rebrand. So they have a rebrand that came out. It was called the Matrix system. They have where you can get two like kind of pro palettes. You can get kind of more of a neutral one or the color one. And you can get little 9 pans as well. And what it is a bunch of loose individual eyeshadows. And you build your own palette. And Marlena said in her video, the point is trying to get it to where you can use these different colors in multiple different palettes. So you're not just buying a palette that's pre-made, which I did. I mean, these come with a bunch of colors, the one that I got. But you can pick the colors you want in like the 9 eyeshadow ones, and a lot of those can be removed and used again, so it's like magnetic palettes. Back in the day, everyone used single eyeshadow palettes, and there was, a lot of magnetic palettes available as well. So a lot of people did use that, and Maekup Geek has been around forever. If you don't know, Marlena Stell is one of the OG original YouTubers. I've watched her videos for a long time. Back in the day, well, okay, so I don't know about a long time. Like, I knew of Marlena when I started my YouTube career back in, for like makeup and stuff in like 2011, 2012, but I was more into the SFX stuff. But when I was starting to research some regular products, I did stumble across her. I stumbled across Maekup Geek and that sort of stuff. I've just never used any of her products, but she is a very genuine person. I always did like watching her videos. I'm subscribed to her today, of course. She's just a good person. You can tell she's a good person. But her brand, I've never used it. It is available in Targets as well. Some of it's available in Targets. So this is a card that you get when you order, and that is Marlena right there. And it says, Shades of You. Thank you so much for your support of Maekup Geek. I truly appreciate each one of you. My hope is for you to walk away with more than a product to use. I want you to have fun with makeup, learn new techniques, and just be creative and artistic. On my platform and website, you will find educational tutorials, YouTube videos, inspirational images to help you feel confident in using the products you purchase. Whether you are a beginner or an expert in makeup, welcome to the Maekup Geek family. I hope you have found the perfect shades for your custom look and embrace your true colors. Much love, Marlena. That is so sweet. And I'm sure you get this with every order. Now, a couple things. So this palette, this is what it looks like. I do have a white piece of paper over this, but it's Maekup Geek. This part is plastic. This is like, it feels like very silicone-y, but it will stay put wherever you put it. So, and this is plastic see-through. And then you open it up, and this is, I got the color palette, and these are the colors. And they come individually in these. So I had to open every one of these and put this in here. And I wanted it to represent how she had it laid out. So what I did was, here's one of my pet peeves with loose eyeshadow palettes, is that the name's on the back. And so when you're looking at these, you are going to say, oh, I use this peachy red color. I don't know what the name of it is unless I want to take the palette out. But every time I would probably go and do that, I mean, even putting these in, I have a couple fingernail marks in them because my fingernail just touched them when I was trying to put them in. So they actually have on their site, this is how they had it laid out. You don't have to lay it out like this. You can lay it out however you want. But I do like it, how this is done. It's very gradient and it makes sense. So I printed this off. It's just a regular piece of paper. So I printed it off with all the names. So when I open it, if I am doing a look or I'm doing something specific, I know exactly where it's at on that. It doesn't have a mirror, so it doesn't really need a mirror. So this is what I've done, and you can take all these out. Like I said, it's just a magnetic palette. They do come out, so that is something to keep in mind. This was $112. The most I've ever paid for a palette. And you get 4, 8, 16, 27, 28. You get 28 shades. 28 shades in this palette for $112. They do have people who are affiliates. You can use their code. You'll save 10% off your order that way. How do I feel about spending $112 on a palette? I have a little bit of issue just because I think that's a lot for a palette, but she is an OG YouTuber that started this brand and it's been pretty successful. I love Marlena. Her products are made in the United States, so that's another thing going for it. I will say, so I don't know if you remember last year, I made a palette with ColourPop, a build your own palette. This was on sale. I got it for $50. I think originally it was $100 too. I think the price has changed. Right now it says $47, but it's on sale. These seem to go on sale a lot on their website. They're made in the USA as well. You don't get as many shadows. You get 4 less shadows in this. These are all colors that I custom pick for this one. I did get a white, a black. This is I called it my Pride palette. I did get these. I did pick some shimmers, etc. And I believe there were some foils or something that cost a little bit more. So individual shadows through ColourPop generally run about $4.50. And I believe Maekup Geek is about $5.50 to $5.60 per shadow. They are the same size. Of course, these are of course circular and the other ones are square, so that is something to keep in mind. But the other thing that I like about Maekup Geek though, how she said in that card, you know, they have tutorials and YouTube videos and how to use different products, and she's very accessible online and Twitter. At ColourPop, I mean, they do talk to people too, but they don't have all that extra stuff, so I feel like you get more for your money when you go through Maekup Geek, just because I looked at something about, I was looking up loose pigments because I'm going to do a look with some loose pigments I have from another company, another couple companies. And her actual website, Maekup Geek, came up and they had things on there that showed you how to use it or the best ways to apply that and how to get it off and things like that. So as a user, as a makeup user, or maybe someone who's not used certain things, that's very beneficial to have instead of looking on YouTube, the website they're actually buying it from. If you're like, oh, I like that, that's really pretty. So what I like too, you don't have to buy these big ones. You can buy them individually. I think a 9-pan palette is $14. I'll have to look it up real quick and see how much it is. But I do like how they give you all that information on the website. So this is kind of what, of course, on here it just says true colors and see how that's changing. You can do these little 9-pan palettes. Let's see, and they have some that are custom. You can do like shades of mysterious. Yeah, well, a 4-pan palette. A 4-pan palette is $14.99. So that's less than $5 a shade. But it includes specific colors. Like that one included Beach Please, Mystical, Cheetah Bear, and Give Me the Dirt. So, and that's kind of what that looked like. But these are magnetic palettes and it's removable. So you can kind of create your own palette. So it kind of just depends on what you're looking for. They also have free shipping over $40. So that's the plus and minuses as far as the company goes, because you don't really, I mean, I have some ColourPop, I just don't use them a whole lot. I do feel like Maekup Geek does have a better selection of colors that's available. This isn't all, they have another palette this big that's all like neutrals. When I looked at the Build Your Own palette, there wasn't a ton of shades, and it's really hard to see what those shades are going to look like on ColourPop. I just feel like the presentation on the website is a lot better, and the selection that you get is better on Maekup Geek, and I do like that. And I love the feel of this palette. Like I said, this is very like almost silicone-y, so it's very slippery, and I really like that. So I'm just going to make a look with this today and just see how I like it. I'm going to use my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly as my base. I'm just going to use my finger. I try to use a base for every eyeshadow look. It just helps the pigment stay, plus it helps with creasing on the lids. And as a 42-year-old man, I have creasing on my lids. I'm not a young spring chicken that can just go around without creasing on my lids. Somebody just needs to calm down. You're being too loud. Okay, so I really want to do kind of this tealy. I'm going to do teal and purple because I can, and you can't stop me. So first I'm going to take, I don't know, so I want to go in with these two rows, but I'll probably come over here a little bit too. I'm going to start off with just kind of an all over shade. Let's see, let's go in with, I'm going to go in really light with the On Wednesday. See, that's gorgeous. That was just a couple taps in there. They're not super powdery. And she said, you know, she'd love to see people hit pan on their eyeshadow. Which, and I think this, the way it's made, it's good for pro makeup artists as well. I have an idea for pro makeup artists for single shadows, though. I just don't want to say it because I don't want anybody to steal my idea in case I decide to try to come up with that. But I don't know. There may be something like it on the market already. I think it's very pretty. So, how dark do I want to go? I'm going to go as Seize the Day, which is this teal color right here. So I love having this picture on here. It helps so much. It helps so much. Man, this stuff is, it's blending so well. I think that looks really pretty. All right, so then we're gonna go into, I'm gonna use more of a packer brush. No. Let me find another kind of, I like how this is turning out with those little, you know, those little one brushes. Let's use this. So we're gonna use, let's do Current Obsession, which is this purple right here. Let's see what that looks like. In person, these are deeper than what it shows on here. Of course, you got bright lights, so everything kind of washes out just a little bit. There, that's a little bit better. So crazy. My eyes always going right here, and it creates like this huge shadow. Drives me crazy. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of Daydreamer. I'm gonna use some of the shimmers now. So I'm gonna try to use the shimmers that are gonna coincide. On these, I'm going to use my packing brush, Daydreamer. Is that purple? It actually picks it up. I guess these are, I don't know if you consider them foil. That is gorgeous. They are super creamy. And then on the other side, I'm going to try to that Medieval, which is dark green. Note to self, using new polish, I should always do the eyeshadows first, because I did have some fallout, but you get fallout with most shadows. This is kind of a crazy look. I'm going to take Starry Eyed and I'm going to highlight my brow bone a little bit. Starry Eyed is this one right here. This is what they look like after I use them. Can't really tell. Oh, okay, let's put on some mascara and eyeliner and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I finished putting on my mascara, my eyeliner, and I am wearing the Color Raine lipstick in Ocean Glow. And I love this color. Interesting fact, this is the color of my, sorry about that burp there. This is the color of my jacket that I wore to prom when I was in high school. Alright, so what do I think? I think that the eyeshadows blended really, really well. I like the shimmers. I do like the packaging, other than, you know, like I said, I printed this in order to make sure I knew what was what in here. It doesn't look like I've even used them, which is great. So this is going to last me quite a while. I'm super excited about that. I think it's very high quality. It feels very nice. You will not get anything that feels like this from ColourPop that I know of. Easy to blend. The shadows just looked great together. I used 4 different shades. No, 5, 6 different shades. I wound up using... I used on Wednesdays as my base, and then I used this on the outer, which is Seize the Day. Current Obsession was on the inner corners, and then I used Daydreamer over the top of that. I went with Medieval over the green. I also used Starry Eyed for the brow bone. I think it turned out really good. Have you used anything from Maekup Geek? I will probably, honestly, I do want the neutral palette too. I really like how these performed. I think the quality is very much there on these. I do really like it. Like I said, it is kind of pricey for these bigger ones. So is that something you're interested in? It just depends on what you're wanting. Like I said, I think this would be really good for a makeup artist. I think the, especially the more neutral one that's available, just because, you know, you can do a lot of basic natural looks, but I like this too. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love this lipstick. This is Color Raine. I almost like it as much as my last green one, but I like this because it kind of matched. Anyway, what's your opinion? Have you tried Maekup Geek? Are you going to try any of these? I think this is a great opportunity to try their palettes. Like I said, Marlena is a great woman. She has a great company from what I understand. I'm excited to see where she's going to go with the rebrand, and everyone seems to be liking it a lot. I paid for all this myself. This is not sponsored or anything like that. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Orbiting Live, so you know anytime I'll post a lot of pictures. Different things that I may not show on here all the time. Twitter, definitely hit me up on there, talk to me, at me at some stuff. Maybe we can get a conversation going. Leave a message down below. Let me know what you think of Maekup Geek, or, you know, if you prefer ColourPop or any other that make your own. Do you prefer make your own stuff? A lot of people don't. They want the pre-made palettes, but with the pre-made palettes, you may get a lot of, you know, colors you may not want. So that's something to keep in mind too. Subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit the bell notifications so you know every time I put up a new video. And wherever you're at, I hope you're having a great day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. I hope you're having a great day. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.